You're correct.
Ah, thank you, my dear.
Okay.
Thank you for showing me instead of just doing it. That's helpful.
No problem.
Alright, thank you, my dear. Alright. You can go back to your video. I apologize.
I do hope that that was helpful on the like educational side, but
no, it is because yeah. Every single time I ask, it happens. I ask for someone to show me, and then Artie just comes in and does it, and doesn't. She like says, "Let me be in front of the screen so I can do it," and then I can't see what's happening. That was very helpful. Thank you.
Okay.
Can't promise I'll remember from once, but that is way better than none's.
Well, you know, it's a pretty easy way to practice if you just do it every single time you like start up.
That's smart. That's smart. Maybe I will.
usually do it too. I usually do that right after the intro.
Nameless said, "Hi, robot."
Hello.
All right, off you go. Thank you, sweetie pie.
Have a nice stream.
I will. Thank you. All right. Well, so much for my intro. I don't know why I bother with the intro. I don't know if I've ever properly had the intro show up. Oh my gosh. Okay, Whimsy's voice. Thank you so much, Nameless. At least it wasn't 10 minutes. Only 5. Oh my gosh, why do I bother? Anyway. Hurricane's not gone, migraine's not gone, but it has stabilized. It's not super painful right now, and I'm fine to look at screens and stuff. That's what I was saying, and I'm happy to be back, and I've been annoying Hedge because I've been worried about her, and she literally ordered me to go stream to get out of her hair. So there we go. That's the sum up, I think, from what I remember that I said while the mic was off. So hopefully this week will be a lot more normal. This hurricane's not actually supposed to hit Florida, but we are getting weather from it already. It's a pretty big one. Sorry, little sister got up, needed to take care of it, so didn't hear. Aww. I think it's sweet that you're helping with your little sister. Good brothers all around. Nothing wrong with that. My migraine has stabilized. It's not super painful right now, so I can look at screens. And I've been annoying Hedge. And she ordered me to go stream to get out of her hair. Like I was gonna stream anyway, but I got the go, Mom! So I know she actually is feeling better now. But she does need to watch that voice. I keep warning her because she's going to end up losing it for weeks if she keeps this up. She keeps not quite getting it better, and then she keeps streaming. And I'm like, girl, you're a VTuber with no voice. You're nothing. You didn't. I'm talking to the VOD. It's all good. What I also said is thank you so much because that means this time I only messed up 5 minutes of the beginning of my video. I don't know why I do intros. It's a waste of my time because I never get them right. Maybe someday. Told her she needs to take a break. I did. That's why she took as much time off as she did. She's a dedicated girl. What can I say? And to be fair, she's never lost her voice in a really big way, so she doesn't completely get it. And there are some lessons we gotta learn the hard way, Nameless. But I'm trying really, really hard to help her not have to learn this one this way. Yeah, she's as stubborn as heck. Yep, that's how I raised her, so I'm kind of proud. It doesn't bother me as much as you might think. I didn't raise a quitter. But I am trying to teach her about some self-balance, so we'll figure that out. You strike me as someone who also has some issues with stubbornness, so. Not sure either one of us really has a leg to stand on here. For this very specific case, that isn't a good thing. What? You're not stubborn, Nameless? You come onto our streams. You're so supportive and wonderful and good. And you're still trying to, you work so hard and you're helping with your family. Nah, you got that get-to-itiveness yourself. It's not a bad thing. Me? Stubborn? Never. Never. Oh, claro que sí. I see. Never stubborn. You don't like cheese either, right? Mm. Now I want French cheese. Oh well. Oh well. Mm. You're only stubborn in 2 scenarios. Okay. I find that a little hard to believe because it tends to be a personality trait, but I'll trust you. You strike me as someone with a sense of justice. Boop, 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 boop. If it bothers someone, stubborn in a teasing way, or if I'm really convinced that I'm in the right. Yep, there we go. My kids all have a very strong sense of justice. I don't think that's a bad thing, but we cannot always be the justice. Sometimes you gotta let God come in after and take care of it his own way. Gotta pick your battles. That's old curmudgeon-y me saying that. It's good to be idealistic when you're young. Because I struggle with a severe lack of self-confidence. It isn't as often as you think, because I struggle with a lack of... You're very confident online. It'll come. Confidence is a funny thing. You've got it or you don't. You just haven't figured it out IRL. That's all. It'll be there when you need it. You'll look up and you'll be like, when did that happen? People tell me I have a strong sense of justice. Yeah, not always a good thing though. Yeah, lol. Yeah, keyword being online. Yes. Don't knock it. I hear people say, oh, but just online. It's there. That means it's there. It's inside of you. And when it really matters, it'll come outside of you. You can sit there and worry about it, or you can just live your life one step forward at a time and know that it's inside you. It'll come out when you need it. Hopefully not, in a way that gets you in too big of trouble. I'm confident online because I can just vanish from people's lives in a blink of an eye, not IRL. I understand that. I've been online before. But the reality is there's still... It's still practice. Oh, I missed a full line. Whoopsie. I should probably take care of that. Even when nobody sees you, you can't do it if it's not inside you. That's what I'm saying. It's there. If that makes sense. And if it doesn't make sense to you, that's okay. Just decide that I'm crazy. Tomas definitely thinks I'm crazy. So you would have company. Oh, well, let me go down lower than that. Yeah, all right. Crazy. I was crazy once. I'm crazy every day. Nameless. Don't tell my secrets. My theory is maybe the sane people are the real crazy ones. Because they propose some pretty crazy stuff. Okay, for example, I'm going to go off. I don't like to get political or anything, but this is driving me insane, and it shouldn't be political. I know a bunch of people who I'd call crazy, and you're not even remotely close to law. There are these ladies, and I saw this news report. They decided to save a lagoon. They've decided they know what's wrong with the lagoon. They've decided it has a problem. They formed an organization, and they are now suing the state of Florida to implement their solutions for the problem they have decided has occurred because they don't see manatees outside their houses in their front yards as often anymore. No science, no environmental impact studies, not one biologist has been involved. Nobody. And they are putting money behind suing and getting on the news because they know the real problem and the real answer. And they've decided it's septic tanks because poop must be bad for manatees. Septic tanks on land, mind you, not in the lagoon. They're not crazy. They're dumb. That's different. Oh my gosh. And when they showed this picture of the lagoon, Nameless, do you know what I saw? I'll tell you what I saw. Homeowners had taken, there's plants that go between the land and the sea, especially at like brackish water places. And that's part of the filtration system into the water. Okay? So it's just part of our water system, probably everywhere, but it's a big deal here because water is such a big part of our environment. I'm showing you with my hands. I don't know why. Anyway, in some places it's reeds, in some places it's more like seagrasses. All of that has been cleared off from the sides of these properties so they can look in and see the manatees more clearly. What do you think is the most likely problem with this lagoon? I'm just going to tell you, I could be 1,000% wrong. I've not gone there personally. I've not looked, but from that little piece of news report, I'm like, where's all the plants that belong along the edge of the lagoon? that keep it healthy. And why is the whole state supposed to pay to fix something from your freaking neighborhood? That makes me crazy. That makes me go, just make me king for one day. That's all I need. I can fix a bunch of these problems. The thing that makes me crazy is the same kind of person will be like, talk to the experts. Except they didn't, talk to an expert. Because their solution makes no sense. Sorry. I got that out now. I'm sorry, but this confirmed my theory that the medium American is really, really, really dumb. Not you, though. Well, thank you. It's not the average, but I hate to say this is some older ladies with some time on their hands who think they know best. And who don't have to pay the consequences for their bad decisions. I don't think that's the average American, but I do think that is a lot of the Americans that make it onto social media or in the public view. I mean, think about this. Who really makes it into international news from France? Is it your best? Really? I mean, it doesn't mean that I would ever judge all French people by some of the people I've seen on news reports. Oh no, your dog threw up. You above average. Oh, that's so sweet. Go take care of your doggy. Oh, this tree might get done someday. Woohoo! Yeah. I think I will finish off this little bit of tree because there's just not that much left. Boy, this is going to be tricky. There we go. Now I can be silly a little bit. Here and get all this all done in. Alright, the last 15. Yep, there we go. Should be in here. There we go. Should not have brought these veggies in here. Oh my gosh. Boy, that broccoli stuck in my throat. Oh, let's see here. Probably shading. That is so bright. I believe 13 is also a green color. Let's see. Yep. Alright, 13. Cool. I don't know, get me there? Alright, let's see. Let's get a boundary going on here. Or it's so hard to get that so precise when I'm just like, yep, fine. Alright, let's get this. Alright, I think this is the last of this tree, and it goes over into the road, and so then we have our transition into the edge, and this is completely done on this whole part of the map, maybe? I'll see when I back up. It's summertime. All the animals are over grooming. My animals. Huh. Well, they're probably colors of cars somewhere. Alright, let's see if we have this tree done. Let's get these. Ooh. Oh. Ha-ha! Alright. Not bad. Alright, so probably I need to finish this because that's going to be a big pain in the butt too. Then really it's cars and people. That's going to be it. The telephone booths. I mean, there's that. I think that's what this is. It's oddly done. But I think that's what this is supposed to be. Is a telephone. But that would be very retro. Just see. Red? Yeah, I did not expect red. Oh, because she's holding it by her face, maybe? Yeah, that's her hair. She has green. Oh my gosh. Okay. Of course she has green hair. Why wouldn't she? Wow. Right, that's different. Okay, so let's see. Let's get some of these colors. Actually, ironically, I think 12 is the next best color. I thought this color would be in a car, not on her head. Whew. I don't remember our telephone booths being green, so maybe I'm completely wrong. Hmm. I mean, it does feel very municipal in the worst way. Usually they smell bad, so they can look bad too. Hated using public phones back in the day. Right, let's see. So does that mean we can see through her head? That's a bit odd. Right, I'm thinking, alright, 23 has more in the shorter term, so let's. I honestly can't tell if that's supposed to be a phone. Huh. But we'll see. I think this is part of her clothes. We'll finish off her hair just because, but that's just really weird that she's green. I am a little bit judging. I am. Alright, let's see. 56. There's a lot of that. 56, 63. Hey, oh, I'm back. I'm just going to say bye for today. I have a massive headache due to dehydration. I'm sorry. Don't be sorry. Go. Take care of yourself. Be there for your sister and your dog. And it's the middle of the night, for Pete's sake. Good night, Nameless. Thanks for popping by. More green? Are you kidding me? I hope you have a wonderful evening. Take care, Whimsy. I will. Thank you. You too. Have some milk or something. Make sure you get those electrolytes right, or you're going to be in trouble again tomorrow. Yeah, I think this is the easiest way. And then I'll pull out the other. All right. Now let's go to 63. I'm kind of assuming, but I don't know. Here we go. There's gotta be a telephone. She just, I guess her hair is less green when you pull back. Maybe it's supposed to be blonde? Alright. Kind of ready to work on someone else, but I guess I will do the people that I have pieces of their bodies done. That's as good a way to differentiate as any. And I thought I missed. Let's do that too. Let's do that. Alright, let's see. Got 17. What a fascinating face you have. 14. Oop. We'll get into the 20s. Lots of 22s. I guess that's a good color for you if you're green. Oh no, that's your pants, not your skin. No, that's your skin. Are you wearing pants? Please tell me you're wearing pants. Be wearing pants. It's okay. Just wear pants. We like you wearing pants. It's a trend. It's a nice trend. I'm not sure that filling you in is helping you a whole lot. This is clothes. Clothes are good. We really like clothes. We're good with the clothes. Oh dear. Oh dear, that's not very much clothes. Why is your tummy out? No decency? Hanging out in the street all naked like that? Wow. Well, you must be really proud of your skin. It must be difficult to maintain that color of yellow. Ah, yeah, must be it. All right. Okay, let's head back over here into the 20s. A lot of this is over here. Your shoes. You like pants. I think that's really attractive in a person liking to wear pants. I think that's a big plus. Okay, so maybe everyone's yellow? Like yellow smiley faces. Maybe? I mean, that's a shirt, so it's... At least it's a shirt. You know what? I'm good with that. Oh dear, they've got literally red hair. Okay. Oh, maybe it's like a bicycle. Or yellow skin. That's a little cursed. And 45. Okay, then we have a part of this person here. They have really big shoes. Yeah, maybe not. Everybody else is like, this is their skin color. that's clearly that person. 23. Oh, wait, do we have a red person? Okay. Oh, it's like a flip-flop, maybe. Okay, 33. Another. What did I say? Could it be a bicycle helmet? Could be. It could be. Faces are very odd. Your foot seems disproportionate. All right, well. Wait, are those supposed to be baseball caps? Maybe? Alright. We're gonna go mega. This is a so much easier way to do these sidewalk spots. It feels silly to make it so massive and big, but definitely speeds this bed up because it is so fiddly. Maybe I'll finish off the sidewalk and then I'll go find another picture to do. I'm leaning towards the sunset one. There are so many of them, and I avoided them for a while, but kind of it's that or snow. Boogers. Boogers. Come on, quit. I mean, that definitely helps clean it up. I don't think there's any question. I would love to say it doesn't make a real difference. I'll make my life easier. I think it actually does. Where those other pores are, though. Guess we'll find out. I'm just gonna go all the way up with these. Will I ever have to come back and redo more? Probably. But everything has a place. All right. I'm trying to focus first on the sidewalk curb. Going back in and filling in these fiddly bits. Fiddly, 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 fiddly. There we go. All right. I forget if it was Lost or Tomas that wanted this one. But I will finish 400 by 400. It will still happen. All those colors too. This one has a lot of colors. Boop, boop, boop. There. I don't have to really look yet. Yep. That I'll just erase what I've already accomplished. Why not? Oh, biggie. I think we're getting there. Like I just desperately want to run the whites again. Oh. Alright, almost. I'm gonna try and get these a little more lined up. And I know I'm leaning forward and that affects the story. This bit is just so super fiddly, 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 bee. This better be worth it. There we go. I know where we are. I know where we are. Such a freaking angle too. All right, let's see. Okay, that actually helps quite a lot. I've got 6 number 2s left on the entire screen. It's going to be highlights and things. There's a whole section of 1 somewhere. So it's clothes or a car. I could do that car so fast. Here we go. This windshield. It is guilty. Because who doesn't want a gray windshield, right? The better to see you with. That's all of them. Yes. Do it. I think I don't really want to do the whole thing, but I'll... pop in some of this. Wait a minute. This color can't be windshield color. Surely not. That is odd to me. Like, what, you doing some drug dealing in there or something? I mean, why do you need it dark? Okay, now I've raised my own curiosity. What the heck is going on here? I guess this is the person inside. Well, those are more normal glass kind of color. No, I take that back. I take that back. I didn't need it. Unless this is like inside, maybe? Oh, you know what? Maybe this is like a convertible. That would make more sense. That would make so much more sense. Alright, let's do 41. Yeah, that's gotta be what's going on. It's gotta be like the convertible. Yeah, that's totally what's going on. That's a... Except, no. That's not a convertible. That was right. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Hmm. I'm not honestly sure what to say. Alright, I can work on that card later though. These people probably need to be done next. Hi, Whimsical. Those eyebrows. I know. What is with the eyebrows on the... And this one. Oh my gosh. Look closely at this person. What the heck? Anyway. When you make it smaller, it's better. I've got quite a lot done now. They have messed up faces. I know, don't they? It is crazy. But the people look better further away, but they're not great. You've got all these people. Yeah. But I've got cars and people. That's all that's left. I think every single bit of sidewalk and tree and like street lamp and telephone booth and all that is done. So there's not that much left. 87%. They definitely have messed up face back. One of the problems with pixel art. Well, I wasn't originally going to do that one. It was requested. That's all I'm going to say. As was the moon and the under the sea. Some things go better than others. So I could spend tonight just trying to pound this one out and get it done, so we never have to look at it again. But I'm not sure I can do that in one stream. Gonna be blunt. Or I could mess with sunset on the lake or winter landscape. I'm kind of leaning sunset. I had complaints about too many sunset ones. I can't control what's an option. They all end up being sunset ones, I swear, but I haven't done one in about 7 or 8, so what about the other books? We can go look. I mean, this is the easy peasy ones. They're very basic, but they're here. And then we have these. I was just kind of going through all of them to finish them all off. I haven't done any of these because, I mean, they're just patterns, which is a little weird to me. I guess I could. And then we have like zigzag. You want to, oh my gosh, you want to go pixel art zigzag? I don't see one that's called zigzag. Rainbow River. Oh my gosh. Well, Kenny will go crazy if he ever pops in again. Woo! There we go. Actually, this could be kind of cool. Zoop. Oh, that's done to be nice and easy, actually. It oddly reminds me of Vomit, too, though. I don't know. Smaller than I thought. This might go fast. Yeah, this one will go fast. The ones on the top always go faster, but that's okay. So how's your weekend been, Night? You have a good weekend? So. Is our hurricane so massive it's getting you up there, down there? I don't even know how to say. I mean, I'm saying it in a jokey way, but it probably actually is causing issues all around the world. That's a pretty big one. I think it's up to a 4 now or a 5. I haven't really been paying attention. Not gonna lie, I'm very selfish. I look at, is it heading towards me? And if so, what prep do I need to do? And if not, am I ready for whatever comes after? Very selfish, but I'll own that. I have not either. Yeah. I got a phone call last night. How come you haven't mentioned the hurricane? I was like, because it's not here. This reminds me of Chuzzle. Oh, gross. I messed it up. Let's get these two back. It's heading towards me. Yes, no, crunch sounds. Oh, no, it's not headed towards us. I mean, obviously it could always shift, but the part of the state, like if it doesn't turn like it's supposed to, the part of the state it would hit is a safe harbor. So I would worry less about that, to be honest. It would still be massive with all the flooding and everything, but it would break up pretty quick, as opposed to if it came from the opposite side of the state, it would just boom, go straight through, flattening everything in its path. So it's all relative. Yeah, that's a big one. Is this what you were calling zigzag pattern? Or what this one is? How can it be 10 colors like that? That's scary. All right, let's see. It did look that way, didn't it? I can do it. 100 by 100, 10 colors. I'm game. It does look like one color. It's hard to tell like this. No, too late. Let's see, the color with the most is this one. This is how I make them go way faster. And then I can come back and do it later. I don't even care. I'm kind of curious myself. Some more pixel coverage there. It's going to have like some kind of diamondy color to it. Diamondy pattern. It looks like. It's not straightforward. That's going to be insane. I've already colored over 2,000 pixels. Correctly. Look, they did not put a limit to how many of each color you can use. I know, right? When it's a bunch of very similar colored, I'll take whatever one has the most that's a light color, and I'll just do the whole thing. And then I can come back in and fill it in, and it saves so much time. It gets it done so much faster. Come on. Yeah, it doesn't want to let me work at the bottom of the screen. I'll have to pull it up more. But it also really reduces the glare for me because it does start to get rather glaring. So I have to ask you a question. You've mentioned, I don't know how much you are or not or from or whatever, but you've mentioned Australia as your home base, so to speak. Kenny, oh, it's you. Hi, Kenny. Question, you come here often? Hey, sailor. Oh. I was going to ask if people in Australia watch Sky News Australia because it seems to be more of an internet thing. Like, is it a real channel or is it just an internet channel? I was curious. You come here often. What the whimsy? You see that? Knight told me hi. Knight must think you're just kind of happening. Oh, yeah, that's going to be interesting. That is going to be really mind-blowing, Knight. I'm not going to do more of that one today, but very interesting. You haven't been around much, Kenny. I have not seen anyone watch it, but I also don't watch much TV. Yeah, I don't know what's a TV channel here either, so I really couldn't tell you. I was just curious. Curiosity sometimes hits me in weird moments. I don't know about weird things. Knight wanted me to look through some of the other patterns. Hello, Tomas. So rare for Knight to even breathe in my direction. Is it? You guys hang out on Discord together? I don't really want another super giant one while I'm doing the 400 by 400. That's why I was thinking of doing the sunset at the lake. No, we don't. It also gives the impression it is Northern Territory thing somehow. Is it? Sup, Tomas? Hope you're feeling better though. Oh, thank you. I am. Apparently my mic wasn't working. Thank you, Nameless, for shouting that out. But I have no idea where it is from. That's fine. That's fine. Don't worry about it. The hurricane's still out there, so I still have a migraine, but it's stabilized. It's I can look at screens and stuff. It's not super bad right now. It is a little buzzy still. Yes, it's a bit buzzy still. I don't have to be on medicine right now, let's put it that way. So I can crank out more of this one. But I think Night and I are kind of tired of it. Don't know. I can do Sunset at the Lake. I can do Winter Landscape, or I have to go hunting. Sunset wins. That's easy peasy. Okay, that's just too easy. What the heck? All one color in just this one spot? Well, gee, that's something. I have a feeling I know what color there's the most of on this one. Alright, let's see. Oh, that'll be a bird in it. Bird. Cool. Alright, let's go around this little bird. It says it in the color menu. That's true. It's got 6,000. But this has 4,500. And this has 37. So, I mean, there's a lot. But it's not the only color by any means. Nom nom time. Oh, gosh. If it's nom nom time, I have to run to the fridge. I just finished my last carrot. I didn't mean to eat them, but they just were so yummy. I ate them all, waiting for people to show up, all my broccoli and carrots. Are you winning, Wee Chan? I hope so. I hope so. By the way, I did go look at the videos that you guys have been sending, and I think there's some really cool ideas in there. I see. And I guess this is, oh gosh, there's going to be a lot. Okay, cool. So I've been trying to sort of, even though I let myself go all over the place once I'm doing the React content, I've still been trying to have some sort of theme to it so it makes sense for me what I'm doing. She flopping it? Flopping? I'm just giving myself a piece of the metal that isn't gonna burn my eyeballs out. Anyway, so I'll incorporate some of the actual videos, and some of it I'll just do like the ideas, if that's okay. And I appreciate the directions because that helps. I certainly think it's more fun to get things from lots of sources. And then we all get to see a variety we wouldn't normally see. So that's what I think is really fun about that. Speaking of videos, I recently finished watching the first season of a K-drama that I think you should watch. Oh, I haven't watched K-dramas in so long. Dwagon, I have a problem with K-dramas. I don't know if I should start one, but you're welcome to recommend it to me. I might have seen it if it's old, but if it's new, I definitely have not. It's called Fiery Priest, and it has a great action comedy ratio. That's the best kind. That's the best kind. I love it when they're funny and they're not all like, okay, I'm just going to go there. This gets haters on the internet, I know, but I hate the stupid, sappy, romantic ones. I love the adventure, funny, fun ones, if that makes sense. It's a priest with anger issues dealing with corrupt officials in his town. I know. Like, I know there's classics that people love to love and I don't love. But if you like that one, there's one I actually thought of seeing if I could react a little bit to it on stream, but I don't know how that would go. But I'd have to find it somehow and probably, you know, those sailing seas. But was God of Jealousy or something. I forget. It was really, really good. It was really good. It's like in Korea and it's in Canada and it's over like 10,000 years or something. and it's funny, but it's also serious. All right, 800. So there's another big section. Problem is, I'm afraid I'd just start watching. And that wouldn't work. Ask your cat girl for the name of the TV show, then name it in chat. Oh, I could look it up, but it's an old one because it's probably... Oh. I'm trying to think. It was before Drama Fever died. Because I used to watch all my stuff on Drama Fever. I preferred Drama Fever because I felt like they had better translators. I liked their Spanish stuff too, by the way. I just felt like they had better translators in general. But they got killed by the big corpo people. Hold on. I'm just going to look it up. I bet I could find it super fast. K-drama. Oh my gosh. Okay. Was it this one? No, that one came right after. Oh, that was a fun one. That was a... Boy, I should not be looking these up. Sarybot banned somebody. Cool. Thank you, Sarybot. Awesome. We appreciate you. I'll just keep filling in this color while I wait for this. All right, I found the actor. That was fast enough. It did not show up in my chat. Very cool. Okay, that is not what it was called. It's been renamed, of course. This has to be it. Yep, that's it. Okay, so it's called Guardian, the Lonely and Great God. Apparently they changed the name. I watched it when it was new. Like we were watching it every week as it came out. But I guess it has a new name now. But that's about as romantic as I get, I'm going to be honest. But it was really good. It was a good story. It was a good plot, and it was a lot of fun. And it definitely was funny. That was fast enough. It did not trouble my chat. Do we just see you down the K-drama rabbit hole again? Are you going to disappear for a month to binge? I don't have time to disappear for a month to binge. That's my secret. Let's just say I just don't indulge. Because I wouldn't indulge a little bit. I'd be losing sleep watching things. See, here's the thing. I'm not proud of it, but I'll tell you how I ended up. It's my kids' fault. I 100% blame them. Because when they were little, if I watched any TV while I was trying to get them to fall asleep, and I was trying to stay awake long enough for them to fall asleep, because I didn't dare let myself fall asleep when they were awake, it could get scary. You know, you get all these big brain people in the house, and young and dumb, and bad things happen. So they were psycho. Yeah. Well, see, I started watching like Antenna TV one night, and they kept trying to come in and see whatever I was watching. So I put it on. It was like this. I thought it was like a Japanese accent that I could mostly, but not completely understand. I'd say I understood about a third of it to half of it, but I could follow the story, and I'm like, this is decent. And I kind of got sucked in. I didn't even realize I had fallen into the K-drama rabbit hole. And, yeah. Turned out it wasn't an accent of Japanese. It was Korean. Because when I went hunting for it to find the rest of the drama, that's what I found out. Then I felt really dumb. It's kind of like, Portuguese has a lot of Spanish and French in it. It's not Spanish or French, but if you understand Spanish or French, you can follow, even if you don't understand Portuguese directly. Like, you couldn't have a conversation, but a TV show's visual. You see what's going on too. Ew, they were psycho. Ew, it was also magic. Just posted a trailer for the K-drama I mentioned. I have heard that before. Yeah. So, I'm not saying they sound the same. I do hear the difference, but all I'm saying is I sat there, I'm tired, I'm like, oh, I can follow this enough to stay awake. And then I didn't intend to like it, was the problem. It was just supposed to help me stay awake. Next thing you know, I've got drama fever on my phone, and, well, yeah, on my, not my phone first, it was a computer, but I'm watching in the middle of the night when I need to be sleeping and it's keeping me awake. I'm like, next thing I know, then I'm sharing it with my kids, so the whole point of having something without them was defeated. Oh, what do you know? But they got to be better readers because I made them read the subtitles for themselves. Shout out all my Portuguese homies. I love it. I mean, you love it. Falta português? I don't really. I can follow if I'm listening to it, but only Brazilian. Not so much Portuguese, Portugal, from Portugal. That is different. It is definitely different. But I think there's more Spanish in the Brazilian Portuguese, although that is not a popular take either, so maybe I should just keep my mouth shut. All right, that's a start. Cancel the streamer, I know. What is Newsland? I don't know. What is Newsland? Where are you seeing it? Getting all of your Portuguese viewers mad. I know, right? At least my French viewer is not mad when I say that French is basically bad Latin. Whew. Hey, Wyvern, the whole squad is here. Hello. Oh, the coloring going well. Yes. Yes, it is. I'm going for a sunset. Nameless would agree, maybe. Well, Nameless did agree. He agreed that French is basically bad Latin. And he's French, so I think he's allowed to say that. Not sure I'm allowed to say it, but I don't care. I said it anyway. It's like, how can we stick a bunch of extra letters and stuff in there? And that's how I feel they went about it. Alright, I need to fix that. Only good thing about the French are the fries, Nameless too. But frites? Pommes frites aren't even really French, are they? I don't think they are. I'm pretty sure they're not. I like French toast though, which isn't really French either, but it's yummy. It's still kind of a dessert there. And we do it different, but come on. Gotta give it to French toast. That's pretty decent. French toast is nice. Okay, well, Kitty, I'm glad that you're fond of the kissing. I'll tell you a funny story about that. We had a grandparent who didn't know how to handle it when one of the kids heard that term. And so French fries weren't made in French. French toast is nice, yeah. So, you know how they'll kiss each other on each cheek? They taught my child that that was what French kissing was and didn't tell me. So next thing I know, I have this child back and they're asking me to French kiss me. And I'm like, what? And they're going, Grandma taught me. And I'm going, what? What? We straightened it all out. French kissing and kissing like a French person are not the same. And hamburgers aren't originated from Hamburg, Germany. Thank you. At least certainly not the way Americans do it. Every time I'll sit there and get told, oh, hamburgers aren't really American. But then I'll have friends come over from Europe and they have a hamburger and they go, this isn't anything like what hamburgers are in Europe. And I'm going, yeah, it's not. It's a different thing. Conceptually, it's the same. I'll give you that. But it's like people who have pizza. I know that the Egyptians originated pizza or whatever, but the Italians don't do it the way the Egyptians did. And the Americans don't do it the way the Italians do. Steak burger with 3 times bacon and cheese is American law burger. It's a whole meal in one. It can be. It'll have your veg. I'm just trying to kind of get the middle a little bit so that this, I thought that might be pretty on this one. Steak burgers are fancy restaurant burgers for me. Rome is Italian. Ratatouille. I would think Rome is Italian. Pretty authentically so. Wow, that color's done. There was only one. That's... Goodness. Ever try a Nutella pizza? Those go crazy. I'm feeling like I have had something that was like a pizza shape that had Nutella on it. It was good, but it was good. But it was also very sweet. But I don't know if you would have called it a Nutella pizza. Someone handed it to me somewhere. I don't even know where it came from. I find it funny how you can say that some parts of Italy are not Italian. Did I just say some parts of Italy are not Italian? I don't think I said that. But there are people in Italy who argue about who's really Italian. But I think that's more of an issue in Spain. They have a little disagreement with one of the, is it Catalan? Wants to be its own country. Pretty sure they are geographically connected to Italy, but they, I guess, have traditionally been their own country. Oh, not you. Okay, but it can be said. We don't acknowledge the Sicilians. I was thinking Sicilian. Okay. I got where you're coming from. The Sicilians don't acknowledge Italy. It's a pretty mutual thing. This isn't like the Sicilians are like, oh, no, we're Italian. No, they will insist on being called Sicilian. Specifically. You see, it's like the Quebec of Canada. Oh, Quebec. Yeah. It just baffles my brain how Quebec is the seat of power in Canada, kind of. I get so confused by that. Like, there's got to be something I'm just not understanding. I mean, I know Canada technically started out French. Nutella pizza sounds like a dessert. It had, what I had some Nutella. It had like a creamy, not icing exactly, but more like a sweet cheese. It's kind of like an oversized chocolate taco. Taco? It wasn't like a taco. I did used to make my kids Nutella roll-ups when they were littler for dessert. They loved that. So I'd take like a gluten-free tortilla and I'd roll the Nutella in. They love that. And it was so fast and easy. But I had to find Nutella that Hedge could have, obviously. That was always an issue. No peanuts, which they're not supposed to be in Nutella, but you know, let's just say we couldn't go with a cheap one. The ones made in actual Italy were usually the safest. And Nutella brand was usually okay, but sometimes they stuck some extra weird crap in there. Okay, so that is clearly like stuff in the distance. Okay. Well, that's actually going to be quite pretty, I think. Didn't really eat much Nutella when I was young. Did have the Milo cereal, though. We have it in our stores, but I don't think I've ever had it. Pronounced Milo. Sorry. Milo. Personally, I was a cheese string enjoyer, not big on sweets unless it's maple syrup or honey. I'll tell you what would get Hedge every time. I had to be so careful. We did have some Australian friends when she was little, and she was never tempted by sweets or anything with gluten, except for one thing: Tim Tams. My girl has a Tim Tam problem. Mipo Legrizio. Really? Mipo Milo I worked so hard to say it right. Guyana. Mipo Legrizio. Ha. Kipo. Ha. An emu. I mean, I just see it in the international section of the store. It's not like I've heard somebody say it. I haven't had a friend introduce me to it. But of course, I've introduced each of my kids to Marmite and Vegemite. Oh, you think that looks yummy? There you go. One of them liked it. I used to have to keep it in the house. Was that Artie? I think she was a Vegemite girl. I don't think she liked the Marmite. You'd have to ask her. She loved it and then she hated it one day and I didn't buy it anymore. Maltesers are good. I'll tell you, it has some nice chocolates. Ooh, that velvet one. Why? Because you come from land down under? Marmite, yuck. I think it was Vegemite. But there's that velvet one. I like crumble, maybe? Violet crumble. Does that sound right? That was yummy. I liked those. And I am rather fond of licorice all sorts when I can get myself a good source. I do like jelly babies, and I do know to eat them from the head first. But that is more UK. I'm not completely uncivilized. Frosted Flakes. Oh, you mean the strawberry one? Tom Baker, not strawberry. Tom Baker. Tom Baker, isn't he a singer? It's always a nice culture shock to hear about American and European sweets. You probably mean a flake. I don't think I'm not sure why it would be flake. What I see in the store, if you're talking about the Milo, is a powder. The other thing, the crumble that I was talking about, was actually a chocolate bar. It was like violet crumble or something, but I don't remember anymore. It's been a long time. It's not like I've gone looking for it or anything. Bryn's mom shows up and goes, "Ooh, I bet you'd like this." Hands it to me. I'm like, "Ooh, that's yummy." It's not a lot of thought in shopping involved there. It's more like accepting something and liking it. I don't know how common it was. Tom Baker's an actor. Oh, that's right. You are confusing him with Tom Jones. Yes, I'm sorry. Fourth Doctor, would you like a jelly baby? Yes. Ah, the one with the scarf. Things I never thought I'd have to think about on stream. There we go. Yeah. May or may not have watched that in black and white back in the day. That's all I'm going to say there. This is a little bit of a weird pattern with this color here. I don't know how I got on this tangent. I still don't know why Tom Jones was an Emperor's New Groove. Tom Hanks, yeah. I liked Tom Hanks' older stuff. I don't know. I'm not a big movie person, though. Sorry, I meant to pronounce his name as Tom Honks. That would be a good name for a goose. That would actually be an excellent name for a goose. I know people with geese. I might have to make a recommendation. Honk. Yep, honk, honk. Man, they'll get you too. Yeah, that's a very weird pattern down. Okay. Maybe the sunset is all water? I give up. I'll just come back for those little spots in a second. Better than kilo hen for a rooster? Kilo hen? Sunset over water, I think. That's what I'm thinking. It's got that fuzzy look to it. At least these people seem to have seen water before. That helps. Sometimes I'm like, what were they thinking? Quack Bach. Not sure spelling. It is a pun of the Star Wars villain's name. I just... thought, you know, naming a hen after something it's gonna get killed is funny. I named one of the local farmers' cows that I thought was super cute, Red Meat. I mean, this was a few years ago. Red Meat has long since become meat, don't get me wrong, but I thought it was very funny. He was like, you know, you're not supposed to name the animals. I go by numbers, so I don't get attached. I'm like, I know. But come on, Red Meat? He goes, okay, yeah, that's good. That's good. He's really, really nice. Actually, him and his wife gave the kids a nice jerky recently from their cows. That was really sweet. I was like, that's so sweet. Thank you. We will treasure it till it's gone. Vegetable. I knew a sheep named Lamb Chops. There you go. Our animals tend to have anime names or food names. We just throw names at them until they respond to one, and voila, that's their name. It's not super sentimental. It's like, oh, they respond to this set of sounds. Cool. This one wins. We'll have like little contests. Who can come up with a name that the animal will respond to? Maybe I shouldn't talk about that stuff. Now my brain is thinking we sound a little bit weird, but it's fun. You know, there was a famous sheep on TV called Lamb Chops. She sang the song that never ends. It goes on and on, my friend. People started singing it. They don't know how to stop. That's what I heard. Man, I just can't stop hitting that. Yeah, just go there. Go away. Go away. Alright. Oh, why I got stuck on this color. It was definitely a tangent. But it's all over the picture, so I think it'll give a good idea of what's going on. It's Guyana, emu. Now they're going to try and take away my accent. I'm going to cry. Alright, let's see. It's definitely a water reflection. Gotta be. Milo. Sorry, Milo. Milo. So many words to learn in the world. Thing is, if I hear it, that's one thing. But I don't hear you guys. Yeah, it makes it a little tougher. Just a bit. I can take it. I can handle it. Alright, there's gonna be another big section of these colors. So maybe above. Yep. 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 Fresh avocado. Do I say fresh avocado wrong for you? I don't know if you can train me into a different pronunciation of that one. Better than one stream, he pronounces flesh as fresh. One streamer? Oh gosh. That's not so hard to do though. I do sympathize with that. I really do. This feels more sun-y. Ah, I just scooped that up. One streamer really annoying every time too. Oh, so it's not like an accident thing. Got it. I mean, okay, but does he think he's being funny or does he have a speech impediment? I say he because I don't know if it's he or she. And I, unfortunately, am stuck with the grammar rules that dictate unknown becomes he. It works for me. He plays two areas, so he has to fight the wall of flesh. Got you. Oh gosh. Wait, so he's calling flesh fresh? I thought he was calling fresh flesh. Okay. Wow. Ah, yeah, that's probably a thing. He is a he. Wall of flesh becomes the wall of fresh ad. Sorry. Shorter than they used to be, though. Yes, you said it wrong for me. Wait, what did I say wrong for you? I don't know. Mixing up R's and L's is not a hard thing to do. The problem is if you do it consistently and if it's a speech impediment, that's one thing. But I could see it getting annoying pretty quick. If it's a affectation that is not really fitting in. Fresh avocado. Back. So you think I'm pronouncing fresh avocado wrong? How would you pronounce it? Fresh avocado. Unless it's avocado. But then I wouldn't use the word fresh now, would I? A as in I or ah? We say ah. Sigh. When I get home, no matter the time, I'll send you how to say it. I'm still gonna say it the way I say it, Kitty. I don't think you can change the way I say avocado. But you're welcome to try. Like I said, like in Spanish, it would be avocado. But it's not Spanish if you're saying fresh. And I don't even know what else it would be. Like, it's in Mexico, Guatemala, America. Obviously, we grow avocado here. I can't think of a country that's not Latin speaking that would have it. I mean, I'm sure you could grow it anywhere, like the Philippines or something, but you'd have to have the climate. I'm overthinking this. I want to see this now, too. I think he's full of it. He's teasing, trying to make me feel bad. That's what I think. I think this could be a cloud. I won't be home till like 10 hours from now. She always thinks I'm full of it. Well, you're wrong, lady. Okay, I can't wait. I will listen. I'm just not promising a change on something that's part of my everyday language. Like, I had heard emu both ways, but in Florida, they do tend to pronounce it, I'm sorry, night, emu. But my Australian friends all said emu, so that was an easy adjustment. But. I'll tell you what we usually really call it is an alligator pear. Not gonna lie. I like the alligator pear kinds. They're so good. Yeah. I got more of the dressing for the veg than the veg. Mark my words, Team U. I don't know how to say that because I've never heard anybody say it. I've just seen it advertised. Not gonna lie. This one's actually going way faster than I would have thought. Alright, I'm gonna see how this is. Oh, that 4, 1, little 3. That's just sad. Sorry, let's fix you. Come on, change. Oh, that is gonna be nice though, isn't it? That's definitely, there's your sun right there. Water, for sure. For sure. But I'm glad to make a fool of myself for y'all. My life is now complete. And I'm sorry, it's going to be 10 hours till you're home, Kenny. Oh my gosh, that sounds miserable. Ah, you now have full sympathies. Yeah, we keep getting bands of massive thunder, lightning storms without the actual, not without much of the actual water because and then clear sky because the hurricane has that big of a circle. But I'm not really worried about it hitting us at all. Not childbirth, not raising said children to adulthood, not having a running farm. Nope, it is pleasing, probably not 5 viewers streaming. Well, you know, whatever. What more could I want to do in life, right? That's a noble cause, that is. I have fun with y'all. It's nice and chill. If I felt like it was like mean, I'd be all, well, that's not fun. Maybe I'm too conceited to be worried. I must count as half because I'm Canadian. What? I don't think you count as half, Gore. I will say I had the worst time. I tried and tried to click onto Hedge's stream today, and it would not connect. Twitch would not connect for me. And then eventually it let me on right after her stream stopped. So something was going on with Twitch today. I don't know what. I feel so bad for missing her stream. Twitch has been weird lately, yeah. I mean, I know her, but don't feel bad. Honestly, I can't believe she actually tried to stream today. She's having to do voice rest whenever she's not actively streaming right now. And I'm like, just let your voice get better. You do not want to get to the point where you can't talk at all. I guess at least they all sign. But she's never truly big time lost her voice, and I just don't think she understands that if you really lose it, it could be weeks. I think she knows in her head, but she doesn't like she's never had it happen, if that makes sense. Wonder if they're doing something to stop people watching their own streams or something. I don't know, but why would it be my own stream? Did I hear wrong? Self-sabotage sounds likely. I believe it. I don't know if you heard wrong. I don't think I said anything weird. I lost it for weeks at one time. Self-sabotage sounds likely. I believe it. Yeah, it's weird. It's just frustrating because I'll go in and I'll try to watch somebody. I try to click on lost streams sometimes too during the day, but it won't let me on, and then all of a sudden it will. But for example, sometimes I'll try to chat and it won't let me chat, and I'm just like, whatever. And I give up and I turn it off and I go watch YouTube. Like, I have an invested reason to support Twitch, and I give up and go elsewhere. So that doesn't make me feel great about, being tied to Twitch, but whatever. I lost it for weeks at one time. Don't watch the streaming. Go watch the hot tub streams and the terror supporting streams. Sure, but whatever. If you were using the same IP, it might have thought it was Hedge with an alt. Fun fact, he streams on YouTube too. Yes. Wait, who streams on YouTube too? Oh, does Lost stream on YouTube? I knew he streams on Kick. I'll have to go look and see. But when it's giving me issues like that, I usually can't stream. Period. So, I'll watch a VOD of a stream. Or I'm not gonna lie, that's a lot of times when I'll catch up on my son's videos. Because I do like them. But I don't sit and watch a lot of videos. But I'll listen, rather. Let's see. Fake fan? Fake fan. I'm a horrible fan. Sorry. I don't think we're on the same IP when I'm using my cell. But we could be, and I've wondered. But then, because she should be on for the, it's I'll even go out in the yard and use my cell, or out in the chicken coop, because our Wi-Fi doesn't reach that far. Well, not while people are streaming. Yeah, I feel like this is the sun. Don't know. Probably just Twitch being terrible again. That's what I think. I swear they are trying to... Like, their discoverability used to be so good, and I feel like as good as it was, it's not at all anymore. It's so hard to find new people and things on Twitch anymore. At least for me. So I watch Hedge, and I'll sometimes watch RE, and I'll watch Lost or Ultima sometimes. And I'll watch bigger streamers too. But my notifications for Twitch never work. And then all of a sudden, this one person that I have has not streamed in 9 years on Twitch, they went live this weekend. Their notification worked, which I thought that was cool, but it's kind of frustrating when it's in the context of all the notifications that aren't. Let PC connect to Ethernet and let phones and stuff connect by Wi-Fi using the 2-something Gs instead of the 5G network. I have no 5G network. But second of all, the computer for streaming is absolutely connected with the Ethernet. That's not even an option. Even right next to the unit, the Wi-Fi isn't stable enough for streaming. So we always hardwire that in. No, my phone, supposedly we have 5G, but no, we don't. And even if we did, my phone predates 5G. So, yeah, that's not going to happen. But so sweet of you to think I would have access to such technology. I shall vicariously feel advanced now through you. I'm waiting for Gore to insult your McDonald Wi-Fi for not having 5G. I would question whether Gore has 5G, but he might be in town. I don't know. I think he is in town because he said he'd like to live in the country. Unless that's a me thing. I don't know. Why did that just undo all those? That was weird. How frustrating. No, Florida fought 5G, like legally. A bunch of Florida fought it, and then it got put through anyway. But I don't know if there was like modifications or what. Yeah. Unless that's a me thing. Don't worry, I'm leaving now. I'm not trying to make you leave. I'm not worried. I hope you had a good break if you were with us for break. And I'm glad you have 5G. At least somebody does. There are some weird medical things with 5G they have found actually. I've heard stuff, but honestly, it's not like I have access to it, so I haven't worried too much about it. I'd have to update my tech. But I mean, come on. If there's not cracks on my screen, how would I recognize anything? Right? It could be anybody's phone at that point. Sure. Oh, why do you sound like you are a radio host? I don't know. You need to leave. What? In terms of microphone quality, I have no idea. It was a Russian study. They were very careful about not saying it was caused by it. I don't think anybody was super worried about medical side effects. I think what they were more concerned about was the security, because the tech was Chinese, and Chinese basically have rules that anything that touches their tech, they have the right to have that information. So this was something that concerned parts of Florida. So it was slower to get some of that tech because they wanted assurances that that wasn't a thing or a problem legally. I stay 9 extra minutes, then I landed into something interesting. The Russian are wrong and scaring you so they can have the fastest internet. Even stuff they sell has it. They have been found out more than once, but also you need to fix your filters. What's wrong with my filters, Lost? Do people even know how G's work? I don't know. All I know is for hurricane prone areas, they're now starting to put the, which we're obviously in, they're starting to incorporate the, oh, what is it called? It's not SpaceX. It's the other one, the satellite-y one. Anyway, they're starting to incorporate that into some of the cell tech so that even when our cell towers fail us, we can do the Elon Musk satellite program thing. Yes, 1G is standard Earth gravity and 2Gs is twice standard Earth gravity. Yes, let me check my phone real quick. Always lost 42. Get a replacement ear. Yeah, tin can quality. Well, I'm sorry that I have tin can quality. I don't know how to fix that for you. I literally have, my sound was all messed up last time I streamed. And I thought I got it all fixed when I was streaming last time. But when I started, my mic wasn't working at all. And nobody else has complained, though, now that I got it working again. And now you've got me wondering, but it's a little late in the stream to start adjusting all my sound. So if it's tinny, I don't know honestly where to even begin right now. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. It could be my gates are off. Oh, you right the heck. I thought it's because I'm not using headphones. Because no one liked complaining because you're really sweet. It's never too late for improvement. Well, thank you. Hold on. Okay, does that help at all? Kenny, you got in the way. People like acting polite. I think they really are polite sometimes. They don't have to just act that way. Or people have really clogged up ears. Well, it's allergy season. For always lost comment. Okay, I changed something. I'm not changing anything else until I know if that was a good or a bad change. It could be that I'm losing my voice too. There's not much I can do about that. I'll drink something and see if that helps too. Here, I thought Night was noticing me again for the second time in one stream. Can't tell the difference. Like, what are you changing? I moved the microphone closer because it's usually closer. I know that shouldn't change any, but no, it's not like that. It's different. It's more like the microphone has a low bit rate. It might. It turned itself off completely again. No, that's not gonna let me change that. Alright, I'm gonna change the microphone really quick. Alright, and then I just moved it back. Did that make a difference? No, it's not like that. Yeah, it should be something in the filters, not distance this time, but it depends. Bro came in here to complain about my quality. Say something good for once. That's all I'm good for, Kenny. Hippocratic. I think it's very helpful because how do I know to fix it? I know what I suspect is the problem, and I don't think I can fix it on stream, but if I know to fix it, I will work on it. Okay, I don't think that did anything. Okay. The camera is not supposed to have its own mic, but we found out like a year or two ago that it does, and it will take over partly and affect the sound for the main mic, but we have to do weird stuff to it to get it to turn off because it doesn't believe it. It's not supposed to exist. That would be my suspicion. Is that camera mic is trying to kick in. Because then it's like picking up in two places and that would create a tinny sound potential. Yeah, I'll let you figure this out later, but it sounds fine enough to be audible. Okay, have you tried unplug, replug? I will. Anyways, on the list of things breaking, PC, microphone, vocal cords, my hopes and dreams. Aw, your hopes and dreams. You know, speaking of K-dramas, which you weren't here for most of the K-drama talk, but it was here, Lost. There was this old one. It was like something potato. It probably has a different name now too, to be honest. And the one mom, that's all she would call her son. My hopes and dreams. He didn't have a name. She just called him my hopes and dreams. When I really want to annoy my son, that's what I call him. It makes him mad every time. Like, Mom! Because, of course, I had to show him the context for him to really get that I was being super sweet. So, basically, she was kind of racist to language. It's his true name, though. What she was really saying is she didn't want to work at succeeding in life herself. She just wanted to make him successful so he would take care of her forever. And she would just live off of him. And if he was successful enough, then he could have a wife and family. It wasn't nice. And I would never really, really want to do that to my son. But it sounds so sweet and lovely. And it was so not. But that was part of the joke. It was a comedy. She wasn't a great person. And of course, he fell in love. Genius plan, because you evenly split it out. Well, he fell in love with a very nice girl. It was a K-drama, of course, so. Actually, now I'm thinking one of them might have been an alien for some reason. Anyway, it turned out nice. Sounds like a mom kind of tactic among 3 people. Nah. I want my kids to be able to be independent and do really, really good for themselves and be successful. I really want good things for them. I do not ever want to be like an albatross across the or something. There we go. I go now. Okay, Kenny. Oh, here we go, Kenny. I'll show you. That's actually turning out really nice. That's going to be pretty. Yeah, I think so. It's definitely water. So you can see that reflection coming across here. Yeah, it was some like potato star, some weird name, because it was I guess an asteroid that was a potato landed or something. I don't remember the plot anymore. It was ridiculous. It was not intended to be serious. Do you see the face where the sun is? I'll go back and look. But I don't think I saw a face. That does not mean there wasn't one. Good night, little princess. Are you keeping voice resty mostly? I know. The hardest thing to do is to not talk when you're thinking about not talking.
So I've probably talked more today than I have in months.
I know.
Because
I'm trying.
Because I have permission to talk. I was streaming. But then I didn't have permission to talk. But it's really hard not to talk.
Aww. It's a profile shot. Okay, I'm going to go look in just a second. I'm just worried about your voice. I mastered that art throughout my life. I could teach you. Just have an internal conversation with yourself.
I do that too, is the problem. It doesn't help. Ow, ow, ow.
Yeah, see? I love you, you little booger. Sweet dreams. Many as you want. I did buy them with you in mind. I found you the berry kind you like too.
I'm the one who likes the berry.
Well, if you're not, then don't eat them. That's really hard, I know. Ooh, we got a bird, we got a bird, we got a bird.
Bye-bye, Lost and everybody.
She says bye-bye. All right, let me get this right here, and then I'll go back to look at that sun. Come on, stop doing that to me. All right, there we go. I don't know that I see a face. Maybe? Just, don't they know sign? Yes, they know sign. ASL, do that more and make an imaginary friend by it. She just isn't using it. Ugh. She's just not using it. I don't know what to tell you. Like I said, I was trying to help her. Well, that's different than everything else. So it's probably some kind of weird shape in the middle of all this. Let's see. Oh, this has got to be more clouds. I don't see it. If you see Whimsy, it's because you're a little bit slow of a reader, apparently. I'm sorry. You know, I have to separately look at the chat screen from looking at where I'm coloring. You do know that, right? Kitty says you stream on YouTube. Is this true, Lost? He says, I'm not a real fan because I don't know this. I knew you stream on Kick. I asked him if he's pulling my leg. He says, no, not this time. No, I was referring to sign language because Hedge was complaining about it. Yeah, she absolutely knows sign, but she did not want to use that. Besides that, reading sign while I'm looking at the computer isn't straightforward either. I'm trying to look at chat and my kid and yeah. That's kind of a nice color. Sort of soft in there. Yeah. Yes, I did shift to YouTube. I will improve your reading experience by typing in wingdings. Really? You can type in wingdings, but I'm not promising to read in wingdings. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyways, the face is gone. Okay, I'm sorry. Did I destroy it? Maybe I'll go back and look at my stream at that spot and see if it's there. That's the beauty of a VOD. Oh well, anyways, I'm not going to say you're a fake fan, but you know Kenny is my one and only true fan except for the other K. He is the only other fan, but you don't know of him. Okay. I don't know if I'm anybody's true fan, but I do try to catch things. But I'm going to confess, when I watch collabs of you and Hedge, I do tend to watch her stream. Sorry. You don't need to be anyone's true fan. Oh, good. of it is time frames. Like, I don't watch much Artie either because her time just doesn't match up to me. Well, watch is the wrong word. I tend to listen during the day. You don't need to be anyone's true fan except for your kids, I guess. Frankly, that's what I expect. Well, what Kenny was telling me, because I was saying, well, Twitch hasn't been working for me, and that I had tried to watch. It wouldn't let me on Hedge's stream, and then I saw you were streaming. I tried to go on your stream. It wouldn't let me on yours either, and I gave up and I went to YouTube. And that's what he said, well, Lost does stream on YouTube. And I was like, well, but I wasn't watching a stream. I put a video on because I couldn't get connected to a stream. But I didn't honestly know. So I didn't even look for you on YouTube. So next time that's happening, oh look, that's all. I only do Kick if I have some random idea. We have Kick available because we want to do some stuff, but I mean, the idea of getting a 100% new audience is a bit daunting. And Hedge really doesn't want the computer doing that. So, we kind of agree that all of us have to agree before we make major changes since we all share the computer. And I know there's people who think that doesn't make sense, but it's a way to have peace in the house, you know? Honestly, what is the plan for the computer? I always knew you wanted to do a gambling stream. Actually, we like the idea of a karaoke stream. It's somewhere in my description. You can find it. I'll find it. The plan for the computer, I had all the money saved to do this spring, and then the brakes in my car went out without warning, and I needed new tires all of a sudden, and a bunch of other stuff went wrong, and all of the money I saved for the computer went into my car. And it took me 2 years to get that money together, so I don't know what the plan for the computer is, except that I'm working really hard to save it, and they are working to contribute towards it themselves. And we'll see when we get the money together. It's not a glamorous answer, Lost, but it's a real one. I see it's time to go on Craigslist to find the most crappy computer on there or someone who's really bad at knowing the price. I have a relative I shall probably shamelessly abuse when I do have some money together because they are very good at finding good deals on tech, including fixer-upper deals and getting them in top-notch gaming shape. So when I have something to do that with, I will send that relative hunting, probably. Baby gamer. I just wanted an answer. It's hard to get those. Sorry, like my sister got a piano for like pretty cheap. Yeah, you can. It depends on what you're doing with it. The problem is, if we go too cheap, we'll end up worse than we are now. Whatever we put in, we've only got the space to put it in one spot. We've looked into doing laptops and stuff too. But it's not just about the space. Physically, you've also got sound considerations and so on. And we have to make all the pieces work. So it's really easy to go, oh, just do blah, blah, blah. But it's not necessarily easy to just do blah, blah, blah. We will solve it. We are working on it. I promise. I just don't know what the answer will be because I haven't found it yet. But this computer was a Memorial Day miracle. It went like the one we've got now was, we were saving up and it went on half price and we had the money and we did it. So we'll do something.
Hey y'all. You know that it's time to.
Alright.
You don't like it?
No. Oh, I'm sorry. You can't eat those birds? Or start playing Counter-Strike 2 and get lucky with the drop. Are you telling me to gamble? Problem lost is, grown-ups gotta take care of other things. I care about the computer, but roof over the head, food, those things are pretty important too. No, you actually, what I'm telling you to do is play like Counter-Strike 2 casual and just sell the crate on some market. I'm not sure I understand. I'm sorry. And I guess I could see if anybody wants like my advanced phone games, but I don't know how to sell those things. I know people buy them. Because you get drops as you play and they actually have value, though you have to be really lucky, but it's not really worth doing. I was mostly joking. Gotcha. I just kind of wanted to round out the sun. Give this little bird a place to be. And that's all gonna be 5. Gee, pardon me. Yeah, plus I don't know how many more hours in the day I have to contribute to these ideas, but I'm always open to something if it's realistic and I can do it. It'll happen. I always find a way. It's just not always in the public eye when it's taking me more time, that's all. The most realistic option. Alright. Gamble in the stock market, throw all your money in there and hope for the best. Sorry guys, I know you thought you'd eat this week, but Lost says we're going to take our money and put it in the stock market. Time to fast. Ah. Come on, the global recession is coming soon. I'm waiting. You're waiting for a global recession? Well, that's it. That's an interesting hope. I'm kind of hoping the other direction myself. Two more weeks. Let's go. It's inevitably going to happen. No one knows when, so no one really cares. It's like the Ice Age. When I was little, they constantly warned us about the Ice Age that was coming. Constantly. And then it was going to be warm. And then it was going to be cold. And then it was going to be warm again. And then it was going to be changed. Well, of course it's going to change. The global stock market just isn't that old in that form that we know enough to know to predict. People just assume anything that goes up will go down. And that's a reasonable assumption. But I don't think there's like hard science on when or how. You just, unfortunately, some things you gotta live to find out. Yep, it's gonna happen. I'm telling you, I'm a true believer in the Great Depression too. I've been waiting for the sequel. Well, we all have our hopes and dreams lost. I'm not super excited to live through another depression, but you do you. I've been waiting. I guess you'll be around the first one. I mean, I wasn't alive for the first one, but I certainly have relatives who were, that I knew very well. And part of the problem is they've changed the definition of a depression. So it's very difficult to have an apples to apples conversation. Because the standards have all changed. Just like the standards for unemployment change, and standards for other things, and it's just, you almost need to sit there and look at it in, what did it mean then versus now, to have a real useful conversation on it. I remember where a guy looked back at climate alarmism, and they have been doing it long enough. People have died of old age waiting for it to happen. Talking about tomatoes here, though. Don't worry, I'm going to be right one of these days. Well, a clock is right twice a day, so odds are high in your favor, but I just don't know how likely. What? You never know. See, the problem with that is there have been genuine climate issues, but a lot of them get resolved, and then we find more and we resolve them. And the idea that we could see a problem, like pollution used to be so bad. cities would be very smoggy. Like you couldn't see the whole city because it would be so bad. And places like, for example, famous places. So, for example, the St. Louis Arch couldn't be seen because of the smog. And we've resolved so many of those things. And does that mean we're perfect? We've resolved everything? No, not at all. But you can have two things going on at once. You can have one problem that you fix and still have a new problem that you still need to fix. But it's a little disingenuous to say it's the same. And it loses people paying attention because they're like, but we can see that we fixed what we were working on. Don't worry, I'm going to be right one of these days. A broken clock may be right twice a day, but a 5-minute slow clock is wrong all the time. Ooh. Yeah. That is true. I gotta give you that one. But wouldn't it eventually be slow enough to be right at some point, mathematically? Now I'm gonna sit there working that in my head. Thanks for the thing I didn't know I needed to think about. There we go. Oh, that's gonna be really pretty. Really pretty. Ah, Night, you're evil. Right, what is this color? Oh, yeah, I haven't really done this one. Yeah, I don't know. I don't sit around thinking about, ooh, I can't wait for the next international depression. But, you know, we all have our goals in life. I hope if it happens, I survive it. For myself and my family. That's my hope, Lust. I'm selfish. Boy, I cannot stop messing that spot up. I just wanted to see how the corner would look, and then I gotta be done. Oh, yeah, that's gonna be so pretty. I actually really like this one. What a happy little accident. It does look nice. Even if a clock is wrong, it depends if someone sees it and follows it. You know, like a factory owner moving the clock back and all the workers following along, not noticing. I don't think they've ever not noticed. What workhorse school environment would they seriously not notice that the clock keeps going backwards? Come on now. That's fantasy. They might not be brave enough to complain, but they sure as heck notice. It happened, actually has happened. back in the Victorian era. It might happen where they couldn't read the clock and they counted on the bells. I mean, like, they couldn't read it clearly from where they were, but yeah. You wouldn't know about it if somebody didn't notice. I guess that's where I'm going with it. Yeah, that's going to be really pretty. I love that. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. All right. Slowing the clock, though, not really turning it back. I used to have a boss who would try to do that. You know what I did? When she wasn't looking, I changed the batteries and fixed it. Because I'm just that kind of person. And then people started taking their own watches, yeah. Yeah, of course. I think this is going to match up here. Give a fuller. There we go. Like how Lost is trying to study how to be taking advantage of people in the workplace when he's older. I'm teasing. Let's see. Let's do it that way. So it matches. That is not what that color looks like from here. But if people start taking their own watches, it's still what it says. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. And boom, boom, boom. Oh yeah, that's going to be really nice. So you're going to have this going through here and this going through here. So what kind of color? Ah. It's just my analogy for the stock market. My charitable analogy doesn't really work well for the topic, though. The stock market is not the economy, but it could echo. But that's my terrible thought process. It's not a terrible thought process. But that is true. The economy is not the stock market. I do think there's a chance of stocks going out around the world because they tend to have a short-term outlook. They started out as a long-term outlook, but they've turned into, in this modern world, what is going to happen this quarter. And yeah, I think that definitely impacts the longevity of anybody that's on the stock market. If you're going to go there, that makes more sense than just the straight up economy. Still, I don't exactly hope for the collapse of the stock market either. There we go. That's going to be really pretty. It runs on pure belief, though. That's what I believe. I agree. I do. I completely agree. All right. Yeah, this is all going to be white through here as a reflection. There's different colors of white. That's scary. They both look the same to me. All right, I'll look at the lovely pixel art one last time. Ooh. Ah. Wow. Alrighty. You guys have a good night. I plan to be back tomorrow. I plan to be back tomorrow. I will try to work on the mic before then and figure it out, and I will let Artie know there might be a problem. Well, it almost makes me forget my pessimistic outlook. If you're learning about life, you're going to go between pessimism and realism and idealism, and hopefully you'll land somewhere decent in the middle. All right. Hope for the best and prepare for the worst. Hey, should we see if Lost is streaming so we can go raid him? I'm a chronic pessimist throughout my life. I like to be surprised, though. There you go. I'm sorry. No, I know you're not lost. I'm sorry. That was mean. I often ask that when you're not in chat. I figured you're not in chat if you're streaming. And we have streamed you. We have rated you a few times. All right, guys, I hope everybody has a really good night. And I will, like I said, I will make sure that Artie knows about the mic, and we'll see if we can't figure this out. But I am poofed. And then tomorrow, I might try to do Minecraft if I can get the computer cooperating with me for that in time. Because I didn't do it on Friday, and I feel bad. She's the smartest one, and I believe in her. Well, there you go. Oh, I love you guys. I hope you all have a really good evening. Bye-bye.